chatting. I don't know. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, we are live at 7 o'clock and I am tired. I've got a headache. I've been staring at a white screen all freaking day. I'm done. Luckily, I have glasses on the way, so that'll make a huge, massive improvement. Apparently, when I did my eye test, there was a major difference between 2014 and 2022. Yep, and I started talking. Every time. Even tried to make my video today. Hey Diana, how's it going? As soon as I started talking on my video, she jumped in my lap. Doesn't matter. Even when we're streaming on, let's see, we were playing Minecraft last night with the girls. As soon as I started talking, just to like do her ASMR thing in the microphone. Nice little cat purr. Yeah. Anyway. God, you need brushed so badly. I wish you'd let me brush you. See? Look at that. See? The brush is nice. I like the brush. See, the brush is nice. It won't hurt you. God. And then she's like gonna, no, I'm out, bitch. Look at that. I'm already pulling off so much. I'm already pulling off so much. I wish, her sister loves the brush. Yeah, loves the brush. I don't know why you don't. I was at the medieval fair all weekend. It's right here in town. I made my own dress and performed with the cast. Awesome. Fun. Let's see, last time I was at something like that was at the Ren Fair, or Ren Festival here in Larkspur. And I used to work the climbing wall, which was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Haven't been to the Renaissance Festival for a long time, though. Normally because I don't have the money, or I've just been too busy. Would like to go this year, though. I love the fudge from the Ren Fair. I used to get the chocolate peanut butter or the blueberry. Wow, this is the most she's ever let me brush. Look at that. There's almost enough there to make a whole nother cat. Or kitten, at least. Anyway, someone is getting a mini massage. You can make a wig out of that hair. Yeah. This is the most she's ever let me brush her, so I'm going to try to get as much as I can before she takes off. Because she doesn't like the brush. Yeah, we've been meeting regularly for the past 7 months. It was a lot of time together. Awesome. That sounds fun. I was doing the WordPress meetups the first Tuesday of every month, but I've just been, or second Tuesday, I've just been too caught up with trying to get everything else going. Yeah, there's a big clump in there. Alright, I'll stop. In a moment. Yep, see, you got some. It's alright. See, yeah. It's all good. The brush is good. Brush is our friend. Neil, people tell me that they see my vacuum. Tell me that when they see my vacuum. Yeah, you should see mine. I vacuumed my bedroom once, and it's like half full. I vacuumed it last week. It doesn't take very long for you guys to mess it up. That's just one freaking room. It takes me 2 full containers from the vacuum to do the living room. And I only have 2 rugs. Most of it's hardwood floor. Just when you have a bunch of long-haired animals, cats and dog, it collects pretty quick. Oh, anywho, so yeah. How is everybody's April going so far? I know it's only the 4th, but, never too early or never too late, either, to set goals and aspirations. This month I plan on doing way more than I've done the rest of the year, so this is going to be my month to beat. That's why I brush you, God. Even in my drink. I haven't really got to spend a lot of quality time with Kingmaker. I got to do. Fuck. I need to do Despair later tonight, hopefully. Get it going. That last episode was kind of a little bit more. I wouldn't say it was like gory, but it's pretty bloody. That was just within 1,500 words. Oh, but man, like I got it all done, set up, ready to go on Saturday. Had to upload it, had just enough time, and then Comcast started glitching out on me, and so it took 8 hours to get to 52% to upload. Normally it takes about 20 minutes, not even that. And so I'm playing Fallout 4 Saturday night. Arabeth is my daughter was sitting there watching me play because she has it and she was like watching some of the stuff, and it finally, just out of nowhere, finished uploading. So I did get the latest episode finally up, but yeah, good times. I hate Comcast. I wish we had like anything. Like the Comcast is the only high-speed internet I've got around here, and I need something that has more bandwidth. I can't degrade down to something else because I have everybody here streaming constantly. So we need something that has more oomph. Well, Xfinity, even though the commercials say they have oomph, really don't. At least here in this area. Once a month. Once a month I have severe issues, sometimes 2 or 3 times a month. And it just, I really miss fiber optic from CenturyLink, which is funny because I hate US West, Quest, and then their iterations thereof. But I got to give it to them, their fiber optic never once dropped on us for the two years they had it there. Yeah. I'm also studying for the GRE. I have to go to Oklahoma City to take it. I'm just trying to get the minimum score required. It's stressful. Well, keep at it. Hey, Ron, how's it going, buddy? But yeah, my goal so far, I'm focusing on just productivity in my time. Time management is one of my big things I have a problem with, and I've been working on it this month. It's only been 2 work days, but you know, I'm getting some stuff done. I would like to get Writer Sanctuary's YouTube and blog channel ahead of schedule, at least a week. And with the way the internet's been acting up, like I was going to make a video yesterday, and it kept crapping out. So luckily today it's been stable-ish. So we'll just have to cross our fingers. But I want to get all 3 ahead and then work on the other ones. And that's with getting, I want to get Despair done by Wednesdays. Because if I would have had it done Wednesday, last Saturday wouldn't have happened. It would have been fine. But I procrastinated and waited until the last minute again. But we'll have to see. So I'll work on it tonight. My brain is mush, so I don't know how much of it I'll work on tonight. But I definitely want to get done by Wednesday so I can have it uploaded and scheduled. And I forgot my phone on the other side of the room. Anywho, so there's that. Really not much going on. My video today was about doing the vocal, like I'm pitting vocal against my blogs, and I want to see which one would be better. The problem is that because I have to write 15 posts for each, my blogs and vocal, so that's 30 pieces of content. It's probably going to be about, if I get it done, let's say April, June, July, August, probably about the end of August, sometime in September, when I'll have the data for it. So that'll be kind of fun. If I'm kind of hoping that I make some decent money on vocal, but I'm betting the blogs are going to blow it out of the water. So we'll have to see. And I'll be doing more on hub pages here soon too. So trying to find other things that'll bring in a residual income to help me pay for my warehouse and office space that I desperately need. Because I would like to make a video without someone sitting on my head. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Such a pain in the ass. Yeah, that's my sweetheart though. Anyway, so that's where that's going. Yeah, kind of a quiet night tonight, ain't it? We're missing a bunch of people. Oh. Anyway, I'm trying to think of anything else that is riveting that's going on. I haven't heard back from that sponsor yet. Let me check my email. Wow, I got a lot of messages. I should have checked my email earlier today, but I forgot. And look at that. Absolutely nothing but junk mail. Of course. Deleted. Ugh, anywho. Yeah, so. Chat people, what's up? How's it going? What kind of things have you been doing? What are your plans to make April awesome? I'm telling you, this is going to be my productive month. I've got a lot on my plate, but I'm fairly sure I can handle it if I stick to my schedule. The reason why I'm putting more effort into getting ahead is because I know the blogs did way better when there was a constant flow of content. So I need to get it back going to where it was. Hey, Lonesome Lady, how's it going, buddy? We are talking about April plans and goals. Pretty much my only goal is working on time management. So I want to get more vocal, more hub pages, more writing. I want to finish Kingmaker this month. I decided a while ago, or a couple weeks ago, that I wasn't going to try to force myself to write a certain set of words every day for Kingmaker because I don't want it to come out like crap. I want it to be a good book. So I want to take my time on it. I do want to get keep consistent with Despair. Despair's story is starting to really turn to something else. I don't know if anybody's heard the most recent episode that came out Saturday, or technically Sunday morning, but yeah, it's a cool chapter that's going to open up quite a bit about what's going on. So yeah, I'm excited. So aside from that, yeah. Then we've got. I will be doing some experiments with AdSense going on with the blogs right now. With advanced ads plugin is what I use on all of my websites, except for michaelbrockbank.com. I don't monetize it with ads. I don't know why. There was a reason that I decided not to put ads on it, but I can't remember why not. I have my book on it, but I don't know. I don't get much traffic to that blog anyway, so I think I can forego the penny a month at the risk of slowing it down. Because anytime you add a third-party service to any website, it's going to hit your performance, and AdSense has to pull data from Google, and Google doesn't have the fastest servers, which is weird. They'll penalize you for having slow websites, but their servers are stupid slow when they send AdSense to it and to yours. So I don't know. It's a little weird, but it's their platform. So if you don't add a lot of ads to your website, it vastly improves your score on PageSpeed Insights. And so I think that's the biggest reason why I didn't put ads on michaelbrockbank.com. Hopefully, let's see, been working on my podcast studio and meeting tomorrow with a website designer. That's awesome, Lenny. Yeah, let me know. I'm still really interested. I would love to do my podcast, but we already established that I suck by myself. So we're gonna wait until I have someone to talk with. Um, Plus, I'm in my bedroom. I want an office, like really bad. And I have an idea of how I want my podcast studio set up. It's the bar, and I know exactly how I want it to look. And so I just need to make enough money. I need an extra $125 a day to afford all of that, plus pay another writer. So I got to see what I can do to get the sites to make that much. Speaking of which, if you guys can hit the like button, it'd help the channel out. Push it out to more people. Hey, Shyman's here. How's it going, buddy? But yeah, the podcast series is awesome. You gotta remember, let me know. But yeah, it's I have so many plans. I just can't make them all happen. Plans may look good on paper, but they're meaningless without the effort to go behind them. And so that's what I'll be working on. And I got a long way to go. But I did have a couple of sponsors hit me up this year, so maybe things will pick up. And not just for YouTube either. One's for YouTube, hopefully here in the next couple of weeks. Another one is for the blog. Actually, two of them are for the blog. So it's getting up there. It's getting pretty cool. Now I just gotta finish writing my book and be on the bestseller list. That'd be awesome. I'm pretty sure A Freelancer's Tale won't be on the bestseller list because it is kind of a niche book, but it serves its purpose, and so I'm not really upset about it. In fact, it did better than I thought it would. So, and I have a book with my name on it. Not everybody can say that. So, there you go. Kingmaker is going to be completely different, though. That is a series of 4 books that I'm working on. I was going to try to condense it all into one because I heard somebody say that you should never start your first books as a series. Like, fuck that. If you're good at marketing, which I'm not but at myself, I can market the shit out of my company, but for me, it's a bit the story. But if if you write a good book, write a good series of books, doesn't matter if it's your first book or not. If people are really interested in reading it and they give you some good reviews, it'll do well. So sometimes you just gotta do it anyway. Like there was one person on Twitter yesterday. Her agent said that she should stop writing horror and switch to fantasy because that sells, and horror isn't selling now. Like, fuck that. Write what you want. If the agent doesn't want to push your book, publish it yourself. And you tell them that too. You're the power. You are the author. You have the power. That's why I like self-publishing. It's a pain in the ass to market, but it puts it all in your hands. So, oh, anywho, what else is everybody doing? Anything interesting? It's April. I'm hoping we got our last snow for the year, but this is Colorado, so I doubt it. I have my pumpkins in the ground. I'm hoping for I planted. Oh, so I planted my last blue pumpkin seed, and the neighbor cat came over, dug it up, and shit in a hole, and then covered it up. Like, you lost my last seed, you bastard. So I cleaned that up, planted. Oh, I had white pumpkin seeds, so I decided I'm gonna try white pumpkins again. So I planted the white pumpkin seed, and the rest of them are mammoths. So I'm hoping to get another 50-pound pumpkin this year. Last year we had a 35, a 49, and a 29, I think it was. Can't remember. But I love growing pumpkins. More to see what we can get out of it this year. So I'm pretty excited. The 2 of the seeds I'm using are from my really big pumpkin. It was 59 pounds or 50 pounds around the dot. It was a 50-pound pumpkin's pretty damn big. So I'm hoping to see what we can grow out of it. I've got some compost going with coffee because apparently pumpkins love coffee in the compost. The first time I did it, the vine was like growing really slow. I was really worried I wasn't going to get anything out of it. The pumpkin hit that patch where the coffee was and just took off. It's like, holy shit. It grew fast. Is that a real sword? Yes, the katana behind me is the replica from Highlander, not the TV show. I think it's from Highlander 3, but it even has the Highlander insignia on the hilt. So, yes, that is a real sword. 440 stainless steel. It's easy to put an edge on, but they're not nearly as fragile as something like Damascus. It's just stainless steel. It was only $150. It's not real ivory, but it is professionally set and quite usable. I've cut a few things up with it. I've had that sword for, let's see, it was when I was in Utah, 1998. That's when I bought it, so long time. Do you plant potatoes? No, I don't. I was thinking about trying potatoes because I do like potatoes, but I think this year I want to focus more on herbs because I love basil and I use basil a lot during Thanksgiving and the holidays. So I am growing purple basil this year. I'll be doing onions and because I love green onions. Green onions, fresh green onions in your homemade nachos, fucking amazing. So, yeah, I do those, catnip, mint. What else we have? Oh, peas. I love sweet peas. Snow peas. So we got snow peas last year, or I did. I got like 8 pods out of it. But, you know, considering how my backyard is mostly sand, that's pretty impressive. So I'm going to be planting more peas this year because I love raw peas. I can't stand cooking them though. So yeah, it's a little bit of a menagerie of things we've got going on. And I've got I have a green apple tree out back. Don't know if I'll get apples out of it this year. It's pretty young. And trying to grow my own blueberries because I want to make blueberry wine. And I found my recipe for it. So I'm pretty excited for that. But the blueberry bush is pretty small, so I don't know if it'll fruit up this year, but probably next. Depends on how everything goes. But we have crap soil here, so it's really rough. But I've been trying to get more compost into it, mixing it up, getting some fertilizer. What else? Oh, I've shot vitamins through my hose. I've been going all out trying to nutrify my backyard. The weeds are loving it. So hopefully I get blueberries soon. But pumpkins, definitely. Gonna have some big pumpkins this year. Yeah, if you're curious, if you look at my Instagram, I have a picture of me holding actually, I've done both. But the most recent was the 49 pound. It's 49 and a half pounds. And then last year, it grew kind of weird. And so I didn't know how I was going to carve it. But I think what I did with it was pretty awesome. So I put an axe in its head. It's in my Instagram on writer.sanctuary. And yeah, that pumpkin came out awesome. So I was pretty pleased. Let's see. I am growing potatoes today, and I planted 2 thornless cactus pads. Ooh, awesome. We also have succulents. Unfortunately, my oldest daughter's succulents got eaten by her cat, but I've got a Christmas cactus that blooms like 3 times a year. It's only supposed to bloom like once, like Christmas, but it does anyway. And my youngest daughters, I'm not sure what those are. I think it's aloe vera, but they're pretty sturdy too. So But oh yeah, we also like to grow mammoth sunflowers. Unfortunately, with all the squirrels I have in the area, they wind up taking the heads off as soon as the seeds start forming. They they decapitated all of my sunflowers. I had like 9 beautiful sunflowers. They took the heads off every single one of them in one night. I was like, you son of a bitch. Yeah, it's all right. So, Michael, I bought this high quality office chair for $300. Well, it feels weird to me and my knees are hurting. I might have to get a different kind. Really? I've never had a problem with office chairs hurting my knees. I bought mine for $200 from Costco. It's the Lazy Boy. I can't remember what brand it was, but I like it a lot. It's pretty comfortable. I have to treat a large area where poison ivy grows. Ooh, yeah. Don't mess with that. Some people are like really, really allergic to it, so yeah, kill it. I have to treat on the side of my house. I get what's called Virginia creeper, and this shit is like it's vines. It will spread out, and they're kind of pretty. The leaves are kind of cool looking, but they leave like these blue berries behind. And the reason why I have to get rid of it though is because it's also on that side of the land is it's got some kind of fungus. It's that fungus that makes it look like white dust on top of it. Well, the first year it spread enough to where it infected one of my pumpkin plants. So this year I'm gonna have to cut it back. And I was thinking about just ripping it up and zero scaping that over there because no one goes over there. It's right next to my neighbor's house, and it's like this little, it's probably about 3 feet wide strip of land, and there's really nothing there. So might as well just zero scape it and be done with it. This recommendation was based on hours of research and interviewing with physical therapists. So if this chair doesn't work, how am I supposed to find a better one? Or why are chairs so complicated? I don't know. I've never had a problem with them. I'm telling you, $200, Lazy Boy, Costco. It's a wide chair, so I can cross my legs while I'm sitting here, like I am doing now. It supports up to like 500 pounds, I think it is, and it's comfy. Well, it would be comfier, but this chair has seen some mileage. I need to get a new one. Like the arms are falling off or falling apart. Multitudes of cat pokes on the back because everybody likes to sit on it. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, Diana. Um, I never had to worry about talking to doctors or anything. I just bought the chair. I sat in at Costco and fell in love with it. And it is the many options that make picking a chair more complicated. Yeah, and like we went to. I guess this is writing related because after when I first started writing with textbook, I was sitting in a $25 cheapy chair from Walmart that hurt my ass. There was like no padding on it at all. As soon as I bought the $200 chair, I made that money back within like 2 weeks because I was able to sit at my desk longer, more comfortable. I wasn't stressed about my ass, and I was able to stay focused on my work. So that's one of the biggest things I try to push to everybody who wants to get into writing is get yourself a comfortable chair. It'll make a world of difference. And so when I did that, um, I've been going through trying to find the best chairs possible for me. And so I sat in a gaming chair at Micro Center, and everybody's all up in arms about these nice fancy gaming chairs, leather bucket seats and shit, and they're all kinds of they look like a race car. Sat in it, hated it. I'm like, how the hell can this be a $300 chair? No way. I didn't like it at all. It was probably the brand, because there's probably better ones out there. But the one I sat in, no. I would rather have a Lazy Boy. um, Maybe I should sit in a chair before purchasing it. Yes, I won't buy a chair unless I sit in it. I ordered this one online and assembled it myself. Nice. Well, at least you got it online or assembled yourself. um, I won't buy a chair unless I sit in it. That's why I got the one from Costco because they had one sitting out in the aisle, and I just sat in it and like Actually, I kind of like this. So then I bought it. I don't think I'll, like, when it comes to comfort, I won't order beds online either. When it comes to comfort, I have to, like, experience it. Otherwise, I don't buy it online. So I was trying to prevent back problems and things like that. I want to make sure it's a great chair for me. Oh, no. Yeah. That's, I'm telling you, a good chair makes a massive difference in so many things. It's like, well, my example with that cheapy $25 chair from Walmart. Um, Between my ass and my tailbone and my lower back, I was so stressed from sitting in that chair that it would actually alter what I was writing. It was making it hard to focus. It was extremely difficult to stay motivated. But as soon as I got rid of that chair and got the nice one, oh yeah, that was night and day. I like doubled, almost tripled my income inside of a week. So it's a chair makes a huge difference. Um, uh-oh. Along with Forex trading. I was going to try Forex trading like a long time ago. I bet you if I buy a bunch of rules now, huge difference later on. Maybe. Um, I looked up your chair. It looks great. Yeah, I enjoy. I like my chair. I like my chair a lot. I've always changed the casters on my office chair to 1.5 inch rubber casters. The chair rolls easier and saves the wooden floor. There you go. That's a good idea. Um, yeah, because this one here has the plastic ones on it, and it kind of just chewed up my old office, which is next door. There's a circle where I used to sit. You can see where the wheels tore into it. But that's a good idea to replace them. Um, then I got the plastic cover below me now, so it saves on it. I should have put the plastic cover when I first set up my office, but it was hidden behind in the girls' closet behind all their boxes, and they finally got all their stuff unpacked. And so I was able to get my plastic thing now that I don't need it. So, savvy. I didn't get those, Lenny. You can get those casters on Amazon, right? Because most casters are pretty universal. Just pop off the one wheel and pop it in the other one. The end. So when I get my, if I ever get my office, definitely gotta upgrade my chair. But that's gonna be after I get a new bed, because I have glasses coming in. I still owe Sam like $150 for it, but they'll be here in the next week or two. Next thing is getting a new bed. I don't know if I want to get a new bed though, because the bed I want is a king, and that sure as fuck isn't going to fit in here, because I have everything in my office is in my bedroom. So I'm gonna have to wait until I get an office before I get a bed, which is kind of a bummer. But yeah, I've gone. I haven't slept since 1998. I can go another a few more years, maybe. God, I can't talk tonight. Actually, I think it's a 2-inch caster. They are available on Amazon. Cool. See now, if I had an Amazon link, I could shoot it off to y'all. Actually, I was debating on doing more reviews and stuff on the blog and probably on the YouTube channel. Use my Amazon affiliate link, since it'll be years before this channel is monetized by YouTube, which is fine because AdSense doesn't pay dick anyway. So might as well just do my affiliate stuff. But yeah, that's a good idea for rubber casters. So it wouldn't matter to me right now because I'm on carpet. Well, I'm on a plastic sheet that's above carpet. So, but yeah, using rubber casters on hardwood floor, yeah, that's a brilliant idea. Michael, when you bought your chair, did it come pre-assembled? No, I had to put it together myself. And it wasn't that difficult. It's all like the base the metal piece where the shaft goes into, putting the wheels on, and then actually I think these were attached, if I remember right. They were already on the bag. So it wasn't very difficult. Not difficult at all. Um, but yeah, a chair, definitely. Costco, Walmart actually had a decent lazy boy back in the day. That was my first lazy boy, was from Costco or from Walmart, and that one I think was 99, and that's the one that made a huge difference in how much money I made because I was able to sit and actually work. So um, check Walmart. I did get to sit in that one because they had one on display, and that's the one I bought. And then after that, I bought the $200 one from Costco. I hate assembling furniture. This chair I purchased was such a huge pain to assemble. Oh, assembling furniture is fun. Try getting some from IKEA. I'm weird. I like taking a night and assembling stuff and putting shit together. Put on some music. That way at the end of the night, 1 o'clock in the morning, your bookshelf is up and you can think to yourself, I built that. Eduardo, good morning, or good evening, Michael. I'm thinking about start to write on Textbooker. I'm Brazilian, but I can write English as well. Can I work for Brazilians and American clients too? Depends on. I don't know if it's available in Brazil. I think we established it was at one point. Let me check, because they're using Payoneer now, and so it'll go by where Payoneer's available. So, available countries. That's good. Okay. Let's see. United Kingdom, Japan, China, Mexico, Canada, and Australia, and Singapore. That's not telling me. What if I should look it up specifically? Botswana, Brazil. There we go. Supported countries there. Botswana, Brazil, Peru. Not Peru. Botswana, Pula. So, you should be able to use Textbroker, Eduardo. And as for clients, it really depends on if there's any there for Brazil. I know that when you set up your profile on Textbroker, make sure that you put in that you are bilingual. And that'll make a huge difference on search when they're looking at you. So, yeah, it really depends on what kind of clients they get. So I've literally done articles for clients across the globe. I only speak and write English, so I didn't get to do any of the translation stuff. But when you set up if you're accepted into Textbroker, make sure that you set up your profile that you are bilingual. So that'll make a big deal for you. So in order to make room look bigger, you put less stuff in it. How has the channel been going since last week? The channel has kind of stagnated. I bought 2 leather swivel chairs at Costco and had to put the arms and back on the seat, but no big deal. Yeah, see? There you go. IKEA is overrated. Uh-oh, I feel a rant coming. No, I like IKEA. I've only put like one thing together from IKEA, but I was going to get like a massive entertainment center when I first moved in here, but I kind of bled out my money as I was buying stuff for the house. So that's on hiatus, but I do plan on going to IKEA soon, so maybe I will need to proofread my text a lot, but I want it. Yes, make sure you always proofread your stuff. One of the best ways I found, Eduardo, when you're editing your own stuff is read it out loud like you're doing an audiobook or a video. When you're reading it out loud, your brain has to transition from editing for text to now making sense in your brain when you speak it. And so you will pick up a lot of errors that you will miss otherwise. like when I do a despair, it's a huge difference in the quality of despair versus something that I do like with Kingmaker. Um, that's because I read it out loud as the audiobook. So when you read it out loud, it um, makes your brain processes it for speech, and so you pick up a lot of the extra little smaller stuff that you might miss. So give that a shot. That'll probably help out quite a bit. IKEA is cheap because they make you assemble everything. I would rather pay extra for assembly. Oh, I like I like to assemble. I put together everything. I'm handy though, so. But yeah, if you would want to pay extra for assembly, that's on you. There's plenty of furniture stores out there, and take a look at some of them. Oh, that's what you should have done instead of buying it off the internet. You should have went to like a furniture store nearby, because they would more than likely have stuff out in their shop that you could sit in. And I got to sit in a $1,500 chair that massaged you, but when you sit in it, like you sit in it. It was like all kinds of things coming up across my body parts, and it would vibrate, and it made me feel weird, and I didn't like it. The way it made it, like it would massage my calves, it was creepy. So I don't think I'll ever own one. But if you go to a furniture store, you could probably find a decent chair you can sit in and try. Probably for the same price, too. Of course, it also depends on the type of furniture stores you have in your area. I've got Furniture Row, and like there's a strip over north of Denver past Thornton that is like 3 miles of furniture stores. So got your pick. But I do like IKEA's. I like IKEA designs. Um, I really really want that entertainment center, but um, it was like I think that one was. I think it was $500 if I remember right. But I settled for an old tabletop and oops, sorry about that. Um, Shelves from Home Depot. So if you follow my Instagram account, you can see that in the background a lot. And yes, those multicolored lights that go from one shelf to another are up year round. Even though they are originally Christmas lights, they make great night lights for people who walk around the living room in the dark. Like Dan will get up and go to work first thing in the morning. The girls often are here for days, weeks at a time. So it makes a great night light. I enjoy it. So I just left the multicolored lights up year round. Lenny says, get a good set of metric Allen wrenches. If you assemble IKEA stuff, those little tiny Allen wrenches they give you in the kits are awful. I have several sets of Allen wrenches. I am the type of person who every time I've had a car, each car has had its own tool set. So I like making sure I have all the tools necessary. So yeah, I have Allen wrenches upon Allen wrenches now. And I have somewhere I used to have bits for my electric screwdriver that were Allen wrenches. So that is hella convenient. So have been interested in forex, but have too much stuff going on right now to learn forex. I started learning a little bit about forex like, wow, this was like 2008. Holy shit. Nuh-uh. Wow, that was a long time ago. Yeah. And I know in the mock forex little games that they have out there, I always made money. So I've always been interested in giving it a shot, but like my pappy always said, never gamble anything you can't afford to lose. And at the moment, I really can't afford to lose anything, so I'd rather do the long-term investments because they usually have a much higher payout than most savings accounts nowadays. So that's what I try to focus on. I haven't been able to since my son died, but I want to get back into it and start accumulating a retirement fund. Because I like doing the real estate the real estate equity things, REITs, and they pay out monthly dividends. And I actually made a decent amount of money before I had to sell it off. So there's all kinds of things you can do nowadays. Just gotta be smart with your money. For God's sakes, don't do NFTs or Bitcoin. Fucking fads, man. Cryptocurrency. They're trying to make it a thing. Cryptocurrency will never be a thing for one major reason. Not everybody is going to support it. I can't use Bitcoin to pay for my gas. I can't use Bitcoin to pay my mortgage. Most big companies don't give a rat's ass about cryptocurrency. So it might work to pay your friends or to pay ransom from cyber attacks. But in the real world, it's too volatile to be of any use. You can go in. Okay, here's an example. Say that Safeway decided to accept cryptocurrency. They decided, yeah, let's go into Bitcoin. Well, a gallon of milk is how much Bitcoin? Okay, but what if the market fluctuates that morning? That's the problem, is that it fluctuates so often that it will never be a real value. It's one of those things where it really doesn't matter. Now, the technology behind it, blockchain, I think blockchain technology should be implemented on a wide scale. It has great potential and possibility, especially when it comes to like things like voting. There you go. There's a lot of potential behind blockchain that they're really not exploring. So, anti cryptocurrency, but pro blockchain technology. And NFTs are, I don't get NFTs. Why spend all that money for a fucking image? I mean, I can take an image and call it good and show it off my desktop. I don't understand why anybody would want a non-fungible token of a Lamborghini that you'll never fucking drive. Might as well just save the money and buy something that you can touch and feel and play with, you know? Anyway, our friend has let me use her account since she already paid for it. I missed something. Online it's called Swag Academy. Zero rating, forex and proofreading. Nice. Elon Musk, about 20% of Twitter. I thought it was 9% of Twitter, actually. I'm fairly sure that's what it was. 9.2% is what he bought. It sent shares up 27%. Like when I was watching Philip Franco earlier today, actually the shares for Twitter went up 30% by then. So, but yeah, he only bought 9.2%, which puts him way over. What's his bucket? What's his name? The original guy. Damn it, I can't remember his name. Twitter CEO. Not the CEO. What the? The inventor. I can't remember his fucking name. That's how important he is to me. Jack Dorsey. There we go. Jack Dorsey only owns like 2 point something% of it. So, yeah. Who knows what's going to happen? God, that's so much money in technology. Too big to fail. Yeah, fuck it is. That's still a good piece of change. Yeah, it is. Stocks went up 30%, and he owns almost a tenth of the company. Jack Dorsey only owns like 2% of it. And there's like 6 people above him. So, see, that's why if I ever started, all my companies were never publicly traded, and I did that for a reason. I wanted my company to grow on its own without the influence of shareholders. When you start including shareholders, you start getting some crooked practices because companies will start cutting costs and people in order to save a buck. You see it all the time with especially with hedge funds and investment groups. Investment groups, their primary purpose is to buy something and make as much money as humanly possible for the people who invested. So they wind up going through and shaving off people's jobs that they don't view as being worthwhile for the company. If it's not turning them a profit, they get rid of you. Uh, Daybreak did that with Sony Online Entertainment back in the day, and it happens quite often. It's I don't like investment groups. I'll never belong to one. I think they are they're not really crooked or corrupt because that's their purpose. They're just shady. That it's fucked up to cut people just because you want to make an extra $10 this week. It just I don't know. I am a philanthropist. Why are what the hell is going on? Oh, I'm live, damn it. Let's see, let me go. Oh, so KDC had a donut and a half. Yep. Every Monday. Anyway, I guess Elon. I'm not even. Nope. Okay, so let's go back to here. There we go. I guess Elon Musk will have his own parking spot at Twitter. You'd think with 10% ownership, you'd have a decent spot anyway. Imagine if that's how it worked. Like Jack Dorsey has the prime spot right up to next to the door, but now they have to paint over his name, put Elon Musk there because Elon owns almost 5 times more of the shares. Sorry, Jack. Move along. Yeah, I'd hope so. Hey, KDC, how's it going? Yeah, I'm live every Monday, dude. I have been live every Monday since, well, for more than a year now. Yeah. I forgot today was Monday. Well, it happens when you don't pay attention, I guess. It just kind of sneaks up on you. Oh. Anyway, that's time to let the dogs out again. Everyone have a good night. Good night, Lenny. Thank you for stopping by. I'll see you next Monday. Yeah, I'm not really sure what we're going to be kind of covered everything now, KDC. You're an hour late. If nobody has anything else to bring up, we can call it a night. Try to come up with some writing goals. My writing goals for April are just to work on time management, see if I can pull my head out of my ass and do better. Got cat hair all over me. I just brushed you. What the fuck? I'm gonna vacuum you. What do you think? Take a vacuum, do you? Yeah. I used to have a cat that, like, I was vacuuming the house and I had the tube part. And I was trying to vacuum the couch and he wouldn't move, so I kept like poking him with it. So I said, fuck it. And so I started vacuuming him and he slept through the whole thing. He just kind of rolled over and laid there as I vacuumed him. He was something else. So he was a cat that used to jump into the shower and watch. Okay, this creepy as shit. All right, this cat would get into the shower and sit there and stare up at you and watch you shower. He didn't care if there was water. He liked being in the shower, but it was freaky. I had to kick him out several times. I really want to get a smoothie tomorrow after the gym. Well, then get one, but I lose more calories without drinking them. Obviously. You think? I usually have my protein shake after going to the gym. It's the Max Pro blueberry, and I mix it with chocolate almond milk, and have a chocolate blueberry drink. It's good stuff. So, I don't know. Tomorrow isn't gym day. Tomorrow is Xbox day, so I'll probably go with cream of wheat. I love cream of wheat. High in iron. Good nutrition stuff. Um, Tonight I had a cauliflower rice green chili shredded chicken bowl from Costco. So good. I like those a lot. 240 calories for the whole bowl. It's actually quite a bit to it too. I'm sure a veggie smoothie has less calories than a fruit smoothie. Absolutely. There's more sugar in fruits, which is why a lot of diets don't want you using fruit, which is dumb because sure, there's a lot of natural sugars in fruit, but fruit also are loaded with vitamins, depending on what fruit you're going for. But yeah, it's the natural sugars that wind up costing or that wind up increasing the calorie count. Now, some of them aren't like stupid high calories, but they are more than vegetables, but still far lower than a donut. So, do you know how many strawberries you'd have to eat for 200? Let's see, your donut was probably 300 calories each. So probably about 450 calories what you had with your donut and a half. You know how many strawberries it would take to eat to get to 450 calories? That's a lot. You overdose on fruits. I've been making poke bowls for lunch. What the hell's a poke bowl? Like poke bowl? Hey, everybody here in Colorado makes poke bowls too. It's legal. God damn, I'm covered in cat. But, yeah, so. Anyway, Neil asked about how the channel is doing. It's still stagnating at the same hours. Of course, I really didn't make any videos last week. I think what's going to have to happen is I have to maintain my Monday, Wednesday, Friday video schedule and try it for about 3 or 4 months and see what happens. I'm thinking it'll start making an impact, especially if YouTube is anything like Google. Google loves active blogs. So if you maintain a schedule, which is why I'm trying to do it, trying to get back to a schedule on the blog. If you maintain a set schedule, Google will promote all of your content evenly across the board, even better or even more. And I know this for a fact because I've done a couple experiments on it, and the difference between writing once a month and writing 3 times a week is night and day. And it's across the board. So even articles that you wrote a year and a half ago will get more views and impressions, or get more impressions and clicks when your blog is consistent. So with that in mind, if your YouTube channel is also the same, it should theoretically be the same way. And since I'm very inconsistent with videos, we're going to try to maintain the Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule. So 2 yogurts is 300 calories. Yeah. That also depends on the yogurt. Chobani is pretty good. There was one that was like stupid high, but it was like a huge bowl though. Jacqueline Mayfield, hello, how's it going, Jacqueline? Yeah, I like Chobani's. But anyway, what I was saying is that if I can maintain a set schedule for longer than a month, then we should start seeing more activity on the YouTube channel and probably have some more fun. I would love to give more stuff away, but I need to set a milestone. I was going to give when I hit 4,000 hours watch time, the goal last year was I gave away a $150 gift card when I hit 1,000 subscribers. I wanted to do something bigger. I can't remember what it was, but I had some great plans for it when I got to being monetized by YouTube, being accepted in the partnership program. Well, the watch time hours sunk like a fucking stone. So we're not really holding our breath for YouTube partnership program anymore because it's going to take forever. And when you have a niche as narrow as mine, and you don't really put in as much effort as you should, it takes longer. So we're going to set some different milestones. I would like to give more stuff away. I had a lot of fun when I gave away the $150 gift card to Barnes and Noble, and I would like to do something more. Probably related to my book. Maybe when I publish Kingmaker, we'll do something fun. What do you think? Like I can order author copies and I can autograph them and I can give those away. Oh, yeah. Maybe we'll do that. Yeah, I'll have to write that one down. I think we might do that one because I personalize every. I don't just sign my name to anything. I personalize every autograph I ever hand out, and so yeah, it makes it that much more special. I'm gonna keep posting your copywriting videos in the group I'm in. I'm good friends with the mod there, so she'll allow it. Awesome. Thank you very much, KDC. Any shares helps. So share it on social media, like, subscribe, bring friends, tell people. I am very interactive. If you have questions, I will answer just about anything thrown my way. Yeah. Also, I got on. Now a Goodreads author. That video should be out Friday. It's a first look at being a Goodreads author, and yeah, it's a bit different. I'm kind of excited to try it out, but we'll have to see. So check out that video on Friday. If you didn't have 10,000 projects, you could offer free editing when you hit 5,000 subscribers, right? Free editing. Pfft, I could barely edit my own shit at the moment. That's a lot. Because, well, I kind of lost a friend because of that. So I'm just stupid busy. There's no way I could add something more like that to it. And it doesn't look like I'll be slowing down anytime in the near future either, especially if some of these sponsors pan out, which are going to be kind of cool, especially for you people who have blogs and websites and want to monetize them. I've got something coming up very, very soon that is better than AdSense, so I'm pretty excited for that. Let's see, is SEO hard to learn? It depends on what part of SEO you're looking for. SEO content writing? No. The biggest thing about SEO content writing is making sure you're hitting search intent, which is what... It doesn't matter what awesome keywords you pull up in whatever tool. Like, you can find the most valuable keyword across the board. If you can't match that keyword with how someone is looking for it, it ain't gonna fucking matter. So search intent is far more valuable. Like, say your keyword is, well, let's see, Twitter CEO gets 22,200 searches a month. I'm looking at it right now. But how are people looking for that? Are they looking at just Twitter CEO? No, actually. The top articles are mostly from news. Twitter CTO Parag Agrawal. Fuck, I can't. I butchered that. Will replace Jack Dorsey as CEO. So these are all news informations about how people or who is becoming the Twitter CEO. So that one's kind of easy to do. But you got to know how the most effective way to use that keyword is going to be for your target audience. So I'm trying to think of a good example. Okay, like with the review for Buy Me a Coffee, I hit #1 with Buy Me a Coffee review because I know I provided the information that most people are looking for when they're looking for a review for a certain product. And that's still my #1 article on the website. So you got to keep your audience in mind when you're writing for SEO. Now, there's also then the technical aspect of it. You have to worry about the speed of your website, image use, if you use WebP versus JPEG, caching apps. Are you going to use Redis, or however the hell they pronounce it? Redis is pretty cool for WordPress, though. If you have a bigger site. For a smaller site, you're probably not going to need it, but it's a wicked fast caching that uses memory instead of a traditional cache page on a hard drive. So it pulls it right off memory, which is a lot faster than a drive. So Redis is great. But there's, let's see what else. Um, Longest contentful paint, which is a pain in the ass because it's never what you think it would be. Um, Cumulative layout shift, which I was able to fix in WordPress using a plugin. Trying to think of the problems that page speed insights will flag. Font size. Is your font size too small? Do you have links that are too close? There's all kinds of technical SEO stuff, but a lot of that isn't nearly as bad as you might think. Sure, there's a lot to it, but most of the stuff you're going to really worry about is fairly easy, especially like with content writing. I did a whole series of articles on WriterSanctuary.com about how to write for SEO, and outside of that, the rest of it is, well, page speed insights, GT metrics, pingdom. They will all tell you how to fix your site for optimization for search engines. So if you take your scores and what they say to change, it'll make a vast difference. So there's a lot of how-tos and tutorials and tools that are actually telling you exactly where you got to remove this image. There's all kinds of stuff out there that are automated nowadays. And so SEO isn't itself hard to learn. There's just a lot to it. I read your article on our Sanctuary about Goodreads. Awesome. I did one. Goodreads. I don't remember. Looking up Green Geeks. See, this is processes I use for Green Geeks on a daily basis that overrides my judgment. Goodreads. I don't have an article on Goodreads. At least not according to Google. Yeah. Are you sure? I read your article on WriterSanctuary about Goodreads. I don't remember doing one on Goodreads. Proofread, self-published novel. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. To be... See, I was gonna... Oh, you know what? I think I... Oh, probably hasn't been crawled yet then. I think I know what one you're talking about. That's categories. I just published that one for Wednesday. I think it was one I did on Friday. Vocal. No. There's Readsy. But I don't have one for Goodreads. I didn't think I did. Are you sure it was my website? To be an SEO copywriting, do you have to know all those technical things? I just want to write. Depends on the article that you're writing. For the most part, probably not. Unless you are managing the website itself and have access to the back end, then it's going to be pointless. If you can't control the caching settings or what's another back end thing? Removing plugins to slim it down or altering. Oh, well, that's caching though. Minifying JavaScript and stuff like that, then no, you're not going to need to worry about it. SEO copywriting, you're going to just be focusing on writing for SEO content, which is mostly going to be search intent, knowing how headers work. Your intro, you have 15 seconds to get someone's attention. Stuff like that, how a table of contents can improve stuff. There's like, I wouldn't say a ton of stuff. There's a lot to content writing for SEO, but it's not nearly as difficult. It's pretty quick and easy. I am on Goodreads as an author. I like it. Awesome, Jacqueline. I just got accepted last Friday, and I'm pretty excited. I want to play around with it. I was a little worried because it takes 2 days to authorize, and so I was like, yeah, because I'm still waiting on Barnes and Noble. So I was a little worried I was gonna get put on the back burner again. But then I got my email that was accepted, so I got the link, and it popped up. but I want it to be a first look, so I haven't looked at anything yet. So I did the video, or I'm doing the video for Friday. It's the first look of being an author on an author page of Goodreads, and it's kind of cool. I'm excited to give it a shot, especially since I'm going to be getting new glasses here in the next week or two, so I can actually read a book. That would be great. I got to finish Mom's book. I would like to finish Night Shift, and then I'll probably start collecting indie authors, because I have an idea for my studio that I want to build. Once I get my warehouse, I want to do bookshelves behind me of all indie authors. So sweet. So there's hope I can pick it SEO content writing quickly. That was illiterate, but yes. SEO content writing, I wouldn't say quickly. It takes a bit getting used to. You have to keep your key phrases in mind, and you also have to keep your target audience in mind as you write. So you want to answer questions you think they're going to ask. It's really not that difficult, really. Just gotta go with the flow. My bad, it was the vocal article. See, yeah, I thought so. I did the vocal one today. Typos all day. Yeah. I bet. It's all good. Social. This is YouTube's comment section. It's like, who cares? Anywho, I just had a brain fart while typing. Yeah, we all have those days. Oh, anyway. I'll be doing more of that stuff on Wednesdays, I think. Blogging and, I mean, even, okay, here you go. Now, you'll probably get a lot of use out of the blogging videos and articles, because that's pretty much what I cover is SEO content writing. So that'll help you along too. Then you can take that and put it into practice on sites like Vocal, Medium, or Hub Pages, and possibly make some money that way, and go from there. That's how I'm a big fan of practicing. When I was writing for Textbroker, that's what I'd do, is practice on my own blogs, or I'd create fake articles. This was back in 2012, so I didn't really have a lot of websites back then. In fact, I didn't have WriterSanctuary until like 2014, if I remember right. So for 2 years, I would practice on just writing fake articles for myself. I think that's about when I started playing around on Vocal. Back then, they had like 4 categories. But when I got the websites going in 2014, that's when I started putting more practice into it, I think. God, that was almost 10 years ago. People, give me a break. I barely remember what I had for breakfast yesterday. Must be the side effects of donuts. There you go. Sugar's bad for you. But anywho, yeah. Oh, okay. So it is 8:15. Does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns they can bring up before we call it a night? Oh, see, now you're stuck in my shorts. Something I don't say very often. Okay, go play. Oof. It is hot in here. It is almost 77. Getting too hot for me. I have my own website. I need to update it though. Well, there you go. Practice on your website. That's one of the best things you can do with it. That's one of the big reasons why I created Writer Sanctuary in the first place. Was not only to track my progress through using Textbroker, but to give me a place to practice what I learned for content writing and AP style. So blogging made a huge difference, because the more you use something, the more it gets integrated into your head and you start remembering, and so it all becomes second nature. So yeah, definitely do a blog your stuff. I can't remember how often I wrote. That was a long time ago. Might have been, I don't know. If Chris was here, he could tell you he used to read them all. So, Yeah, practice is great. I'm a big supporter of practicing. Even if you don't have to like pay for your own website. I suggest it because you can monetize your shit if you own your own website. You have absolute control over it. Um, but there's nothing wrong with using free websites like WordPress.com. Uh, if Tumblr's still a thing, Blogger. Uh, but the free websites gives you a place where you can practice writing. If you're going to do that, you might as well just do the Vocal, Hub Pages, or Medium route because at least that way you can earn money from practicing. So, um, but if you have your own blog, then it doesn't matter. So, anywho, um, does anybody have? Let's see. Although I feel bad about writing content for myself, I might just end up doing it for my client to help promote their business. Um, uh, why do you feel bad about writing content for yourself? It's your content, man. Publish it. You get credit for that shit. But if you're going to end up doing it for your client, make sure you get paid for it. Um, Try to limit how much you give away for free because a lot of clients will take advantage of that and run you ragged. So be careful when you start offering shit that is beyond your contract. That's a slippery slope. That's why I keep asking everybody, is it in your job description? Because if it's not, then either make it part of your job description or don't do it. Because there's just too many things that can go wrong. Too many clients will try to take advantage of you and then wonder why you just decided to start charging. And then they'll start adding more and more. And to the point where you're like, fuck it, I'm done. You quit. You don't want to get to that point. So, Michael, to learn WordPress. I'm an expert at WordPress. I was working on one for Wednesday, but I might have to wait until the end of the month because I need a picture of it in action. It's collecting data. So I won't be able to publish it on Wednesday. I'll have to write another one. Which, yeah. Not like I have a shortage of blog posts I can do for Wednesday. I met a lovely man recently who was in the medieval cast with me. He is very intelligent, wears a bow tie. Unfortunately, he is married. Man, you maybe that's what maybe you need help. You seem to be attracted to the ones that are already taken. There's a word for that. I can't remember what it's called, but it's an actual condition. The shit you pick up when you work at it's like it wasn't really a psych ward, but it was more of a therapy home for kids. So I went through the DSM quite often. So, but yeah, there's a term for it, and I can't remember what it is offhand. That was like fucking 10 years ago. Oh yeah, I accidentally wrote a newsletter for them. Oh. How do you accidentally write a newsletter? Yeah, it's me who asked that. I just can't win, Michael. Yeah. Well, start looking for people who aren't married. I just like intelligent, nerdy guys. Well. Unfortunately, so does most women, which is your problem. Anyway, don't accidentally write a newsletter. Because then they're going to want you to do updates to that newsletter all on your dime. So if you're going to keep doing the newsletter, let them know. Like, hey man, I need a little bit extra to do this. Because I have my own bills to pay. Here's why I tell my clients usually is that when I'm trying to angle for more money is I do have other bills that I have to pay, and right now I have to find other clients unless we can work out something where I can give you more focus and you give me more money. And actually, that worked out for me a couple times in the past, so which wasn't a lie. I mean, I have bills to pay. Like right now, Thanks to my emergency room trip last year, I don't know how many of you remember that, but we had a scare where I thought I was having a heart attack. Took me to the emergency room. I was there for 5 minutes. The doctor gave me a 3-minute lecture on how the emergency room was meant for life-saving emergencies, and they sent me home. $1,000. Let's see, $1,067. So now I have a $106 payment that I have to make every month for 5 minutes of time without anybody telling me a damn thing or what's wrong with me. So as I told Sam, the only way you are taking me to the emergency room again is if I am passed out on the fucking floor. I will never do this again. I don't care if I'm clutching my arm and I'm speaking in tongues and half of my face is numb. If I'm not passed out, I am not going to the emergency room. $1,000 for 5 minutes. That's what's wrong with Americans' healthcare system. 5 minutes. That's why I was there for 5 minutes. 3 of that was that damn lecture. All I wanted to do was pick up the tray and smash the doctor in the face with it. Oh, I was fucking pissed. The only time I ever go to the emergency room is if there is something definitely wrong with me. Ask Sam. I will not go to the emergency room. There could be blood gushing out of somewhere. I will not go. if I can stop the bleeding before she can call, we're staying home. So for me to agree to go to the emergency room had to be something serious, or at least something I thought was serious. They didn't even talk to me about it. They hooked me up to the EKG machine. Apparently I was okay. The nurse that was there was more worried about what the hell was going on than the doctor. The nurse kind of freaked out when he saw my shit on the EKG meter. But the doctor's like, this is for life-saving purposes. And it was like this 3-minute lecture on it. I'm sitting there with my mask on. And all I wanted to do is just hit him in the face with my chair. And I knew it was going to cost me a lot of money. I didn't think it was going to cost me $1,000. But I knew it was going to be a lot. So yeah, that's what's wrong with our healthcare system. If I could afford insurance, I wouldn't be able to still go because I'd still have to worry about a copay, or I would have to worry about a deductible. There's always some kind of money coming out of your fucking pocket. So it's a joke. I make too much for Medicaid, and I don't make enough to pay all that other extra shit. So no. Unless my eyeball is out of my head and I'm holding on to it, I'm not going to the fucking emergency room. Sorry. There. I'm done with my 5-minute rant. I hate. Anywho. Girls like guys that are with other girls for some reason. I like these. That's because they. Oh, there's a mental condition for that too. It's something about how they view the mate as being worthwhile because they're with somebody or something like that. Fuck, I have to look that up again. Yeah, he asked me, do you want to continue writing this newsletter? I said no. Oh, no. Right there was an opening. You should have said, yeah, if you doubled my pay. He probably would have gave it to you. I've had that happen a couple times too. Where when they ask you something and you throw out some ridiculous number and they agree to it, you're like, fuck, all right. Game on. But yeah, you should have done that. Yeah. So sorry that was messed up. Oh yeah, it is quite a bit so. If you have insurance and the doctor is out of your network, they charge more. Yeah, exactly. It's a joke. There's an Asian waitress at the cafe I work at who is pretty cute. She was talking to me saying how much she envied me for what I do. Yeah. Cool. Get her number. Insurance is too high, but you were penalized for not having it. Yep. Well, you're supposed to be. That's a tale for another time. But it's insane. Like I got charged $56 for an Advil once. Yeah. That was the time that I passed out. That's another story. Where I passed out in the trailer in mid-sentence when I was talking to Sam. And we went in and they didn't even look at my head. They gave me an Advil for my shoulder. charged Medicaid. This is back when I was on Medicaid. $56 for a pill. Like, fuck, for $56, I could have went down and bought 5 bottles of Advil. I don't think it's a mental condition necessarily, just a sign of low self-esteem on the woman's part, being attracted to an unavailable man. It could be, but there is a mental condition specifically for that. I just can't remember offhand what it is. But yeah, you could be right too. I have a thing for soft voice petite Asian girls. I'm going to ask her out next time I see her. Yeah, cool. One of these, man, you always have your eye on someone new. And that's because he leaves his house. We had a conversation recently about me being single by choice because I don't put in the effort to look. I have no interest in it. It would be nice. It'd be kind of cool to meet somebody, but you know, it's not a driving factor. I've got too much going on right now. So I'm good. I'm happy with my life. I have my mortgage. I have my cats. I've got my Fireball. I've got my career. Things are good. My kids are here a lot, which is fine. I love my kids. So I'm pretty happy. Making you pay more as a penalty. Yeah, it is. $1,000 for 5 minutes. It's fucking ridiculous. Your cat just tried reaching the doorknob. Yep, because she knows that's how you open the door. Are you ready to go? It's a closed door. Cats can't stand closed doors. Max is on my workout bag. So I've been going to the gym a little late. In 4 weeks, my 12-week challenge is going to be up. I don't think I'm going to be the Greek god, man, that I wanted to be. But at least I'm back at the gym. So I think after my 12-week fitness challenge this time around, I'm going to go for a summer thing. I'm going to try to have some fun with summer, especially with the YouTube channel. I think I would like to do more videos, taste testings, stuff like that. So we've got a lot of stuff. Sam and I were talking about a lot of stuff recently, so go be fun. So let's say you have insurance and the doctor is in your network. It is still high. Can't win for nothing. Yeah. As I'm telling you, it has the... We have so many problems. It's a racket. The healthcare industry is a racket. Too many people get into it to make money because they see how much doctors make. Not enough people give a rat's ass. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. You will see me on camera have a heart attack before I go to the emergency room. Who knows? Might help my ratings. Watch Michael die on camera. Being Greek god is no easy feat. Wouldn't that... Ooh. You know, that'd be one hell of a way to get into the news. Anyway, being a Greek god is no easy feat. That's what makes it all the more rewarding. Yeah, well, I know. Like today, I did the fly machine today, and I turned up the weight a little bit, but I felt crunching in my shoulder. And this was back when I used to move furniture, and I got pinned up against the wall by a freezer. It went straight into the socket, and we suspect that I have a torn rotator cuff since then. That was 10 years ago. But every once in a while, when I move it, you can hear it crunch. And today, when I was doing the flies, I had to drop the weight by 30 pounds because it felt like somebody was stabbing me in the shoulder with a screwdriver. That was no fun. But Michael, you should really go to the ER before you die. No. I don't have the money for it. Sorry. I bought Doctor Squatch. There we go. It's like, you bought a doctor. What? Natural soap for the first time. I can't wait to use it tomorrow morning. Oh yeah, I saw that commercial on YouTube. Um, I have to be very careful about soap because it will actually dry my skin out so it fares. So I have to use like I use the Suave 3-in-1. It's a body wash, shampoo, and conditioner. It's the only thing I can use that doesn't dry me out like a mummy. I was trying to come up with a good metaphor. What do you want? It's 8:30. I'm drunk. I'm not drunk. It's 8:30. I've been drinking, and my metaphor power is just at a minimal. Pregnant women, pregnant women who are going into labor take Uber instead of calling an ambulance. It's because it's fucking cheaper. An Uber ride to the hospital only costs you like what, $14 depending on where you live. The ambulance, 350, and that was just going down the street. So I think the hospital ride when they thought I broke my neck was $800, but they charged mom's insurance. And that was 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 30, 35, 30 years ago. But yeah, $800, and then the subsequent hospital visit that I don't really like talking about too much costed several thousand. I'm like, well, fuck, for that cost, you could have just bought me a car. That would have cheered me right up. So, that must be an awkward ride. It depends. There's a lot of awesome Uber drivers out there. So, like Sam. Sam's one of those Uber drivers who would be helping you breathe on their way to the hospital. Okay. But I've met some pretty amazing Uber drivers that would be all in. So, I mean, for one thing, you're still getting paid for the drive. Secondly, it's giving you one hell of a fucking story to tell, and that's a life experience there. So, the soap is set, especially if you're like in a big town like Denver. Denver, I can open up my Uber and Lyft app, and there will be cars around me like ants on a donut. They're just everywhere, and I'm kind of in a nowhere or a kind of a suburb area ish of Denver, but there are still at least 20 cars in my immediate area. In downtown Denver, everywhere. You go to fucking Utah, and it takes you forever to find one. There's like one Uber driver and one Lyft driver in the entire state. So that's a rant for another day. But like if you're in a major city, it wouldn't take you. In fact, you'd probably get an Uber ride a lot faster than an ambulance would be able to pick you up anyway. So yeah, I can see why people would use Uber over an ambulance. They'd get to you quicker. Of course, getting you to the hospital, they still have to obey the traffic laws and shit. But depending on where the hospital is, it could be a fairly quick ride. So, like we're literally just up the street from CU, Colorado University. That's where they charged me $1,000. So yeah. The soap is said to contain no chemicals that dries your balls. Soap for men, the manly men. I don't think I've ever had that problem, KDC. That is one part where I don't think I've ever had an issue. So, but hey, that's pretty funny though. It's in a sardonic sort of way. No baby powder. Yeah, see? Michael, please make a video series on your rants. Sorry, Dan, I was quoting the YouTube ad. Yep, I've seen those ads. Some of them are pretty good. I like some of those ads, but I'm very, very particular about what kind of soap I can use. Same with metal. I'm highly allergic to most metal. It'll literally burn my skin from my body. So I got to be really careful as to what I put against me. And I'm highly allergic to Purex laundry detergent. I mean, we're talking. Oh, what was the condition it gave me? It was stupid bad. Like I was 17. What was it? It was like a week and a half long. I had to go to the emergency room for that too. Oh, I can't remember what it was, but it jacked my skin up. Oh, it's gonna bug me now. It was it wasn't just a rash. I mean, it was bad. Like my skin was bubbling up. Everywhere the clothing touched that was washed with Purex. That's what happened. Everywhere. And then my bad experience with Zostrix. Anyway, that was bad days. So anyway, it is 8:30. Is there anything else that we want to talk about before we call it a night? I keep seeing people come in and out and they're like, yeah, fuck this channel. Doc, he would have to do another channel for his rants. Yeah. It'd have to be, I don't know if I'd even get traffic for it. I bet you YouTube would probably sink the shit out of the metrics on that. Yeah, it depends on the rant, because some of them get really vulgar, I should say. Sam initially wanted to make a video channel of my rants, but I go off on things. Because some of them have been really, really great. I wish I could remember. Anyway, I don't know. We'll have to think about that. Because it wouldn't be much. Well, if I could find a fucking editor, that'd just be adding another channel. Angry Michael YouTube channel. I wouldn't necessarily say angry, just frustrated. Well, it depends. I get angry at Apple. I get angry at YouTube. What's another one I get angry at? There isn't very many that I actually get angry over. There's a lot that I get frustrated over. So Michael begins every video saying, "You know what grinds my gears?" There's already a channel that does that. And actually, it's pretty good. He does it. He does an impression when doing it. I can't remember who he does an impression of her, but it's you know what grinds my gears. That's how he starts every video. Oh, he does this Peter Griffin. That's right. It's actually pretty good. Comcast, Scamcast, yes, yeah, it is. But everybody knows that Comcast is almost synonymous with fucked up. Not safe for work. He does Peter impression from Family Guy. Yeah, it's the Peter Griffin, and he does a pretty good job too. I got to watch a couple of his videos on stuff. So, but yeah, I like it. Real life Peter Griffin. He even looks like Peter Griffin. That's the best part about it. Oops. I was one of these days. Maybe I should try working on my impression of not Anthony Hopkins. Oh, so many actors. Christopher Walken. I used to do a great impression of Christopher Walken when I was younger. I don't know if I could do it anymore. But then I started getting into doing Obama. And you know how easy it is to go from doing an impression of Obama to someone like Robert Half from Unsolved Mysteries? It is almost a seamless transition. My last girlfriend, I made her almost pee her pants doing my Obama impression. It was pretty good. called the YouTube channel Michael Thinks. I don't know. I bet I could probably come up with something. Michael says more is already taken. Yeah, I'd have to come up with something unique. Maybe I'll do it in Latin. Impersonate Jeff Bezos. I don't know if I can get my eye to do that funny thing though. Sorry. That was uncalled for. I'd have to shave my head, and I don't want to do that. Let's see, who can I do? I know I can do Obama, Robert Half, and Christopher Walken. I used to be able to do Christopher Walken. God, there was... Been a long time. Ronald Reagan. I used to do a great Ronald Reagan when I was a teenager. Let's do impersonations of obscure people that half you people never even heard of. Well, you've all heard of those people, but you know, I did a few of like characters that no one would know who the hell they were. I would really want to get my Christopher Walken back. That'd be great. Yeah, Shadow, I know. Anyway, so what do we think? 8:41. Anybody have anything else? Angry Grandpa channel is hilarious. Has anyone else seen that? I want to see President Obama. I can't do it on command. Maybe if I had one more drink, I probably would, but I would do like when I was dating Julie, I would go from we'd be watching something, and then I'd just go off on doing Obama, and then immediately jump into Robert Half from Unsolved Mysteries. Oh, there we go. Maybe I can do my impressions for the Buy Me a Coffee monthly supporters. Anyway, I think we're going to wrap it up. It is 8:45. Anybody have any questions, comments, concerns to bring up before we call it a night? Got about 30 seconds because there's such a huge delay between me and YouTube. Shadow's meow is so innocent and cute. That's how I call all my cats is Click. Good. Well, come on. That's why I have a fucked up chair. Come on. Well, come on. Come on. Well, come on. Well, let me pick you up. You can jump up here. Come on. Come on. Okay, look. No ball. Come on. Come on. She wants me to open the door. Everybody, Michael, peanut butter whiskey, so we can do Obama voice. Peanut butter whiskey doesn't have as much alcohol in it. If you want me to do Obama, it'll be 2 glasses of my Fireball. Oh, here's Max. I clicked. That's Max was sleeping, but I clicked. When I click my tongue, all my cats come running. So, what's up, Max? My big girl. This is my big girl. This is my alpha. Oh. Why are you always tossing a baseball? To keep my hands busy. And, so like with my baseball, I keep my hands from doing weird shit, so I don't pick up weird stuff, or just to keep occupied while I talk. And I've always had my baseball on my desk, so it used to be signed by some baseball team. Steve Sachs. I mean, there's some big names on this ball, but I can't verify if it's legit. So I say, fuck it. Found it in a storage unit long time ago. Like I should change this Buy Me a Coffee to Buy Me Fireball. Right? I could do that. Insert plugs and say goodnight. There we go. So, the thing is that, Neo, is everybody here knows that I have a book. I don't get anybody else new that sits here. So, but anyway, Freelancer Tale is available on Amazon on paperback and ebook format, and the link is in the description down below. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can always hit me up on social media, on Twitter and Facebook, or use the contact form on WriterSanctuary.com's website. I also have an account on Instagram at writer.sanctuary because someone took the original name. It's 8:45. Oh, I better turn that off before YouTube flags this as copyright. It's done it before. I had, there was one time I had, what was it playing? There was, where was it? I can't find it now. It was right here. What the fuck? Yeah, there we go. The Chevalier de Sangreal from, I probably said that wrong, from Tom Hanks movie. Da Vinci Code. Jesus, what the fuck is wrong with me? That was playing in the background when I hit the live stream once. And because there was such a short clip of it playing, it demonetized the entire video. But I'm not monetized anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter. So my exchange is okay. Yeah, okay. Outro music is perfect. Outro music perfect. Yeah, that would be yeah. That was from Lie to Me. It was a Brand New Day. It's one of my favorite songs. Yeah. Anywho, we'll call it a night. So, anyway, socials are all there on the screen. I think I did everything right. Yeah, let's call it a night. Well, so anyway, let's make April awesome. We're doing some great shit. At least I am. And we are going to make this the best month yet. It's going to be the one to beat. I need glasses badly. They're on their way. So anyway, I'll see you guys. I'll remember tomorrow morning I will be live on Crossing Colorado's channel with Sam. We'll be doing the show for Fitness in Theory. And we'll be live on 11 p.m. Mountain Time. And yeah, aside from that, I will see you guys on Friday. I went to get a massage. I went to get a massage the other week after getting a discount on Groupon. Really? Happy ending? The Asian girl who massaged my body said, "You come back, same price body massage." New coupon needed. Yep. There you go. Michael, were you a fool on April 1st? No. Nope. I'm too old for that kind of nonsense. Good night. I hope everyone has a great week. Good night, Ron. Have a good week. Wait, you posted a video and Vocal Media versus a blog. Now I have something to watch after this. Yep, I did Vocal Media versus a blog. Posted that earlier today, just before the live stream. It finally got done. I'm going to try to get back on doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So, yeah, thank you for watching. And I'll see you guys next Monday. Have a good week.